AquaGuard tips and tricks. So first, if you're going to be wrapping a patient's PICC line to prepare them for a shower, it's best to use the largest AquaGuard available to ensure complete coverage of both the dressing and the tubing connections. The smaller sizes would be more appropriate for Hickmans and ports and femoral lines, but the largest size is most appropriate for the PICC lines. To apply the AquaGuard, you first remove one white strip at a time, starting with the short side. You first apply the AquaGuard above the central line dressing. Ensure there is a gap between the AquaGuard adhesive strip and the central line dressing. This will prevent the AquaGuard from lifting the dressing and ensure a tight seal. This will also help you manage the rest of the AquaGuard as you're applying it to the patient and prevent it from sticking it to itself. Next, remove and apply the side strips one at a time. Place them at an angle to create a tent below the tubing connections. As you can see with the arrow, the tent is below where the tubing connections are. Ask the patient to bend their elbow slightly to avoid placing the AquaGuard too loose or too tight. This will also allow them to maintain their range of motion in the shower. If you apply it while their arm is completely straight and you make it very tight, it'll pull on their skin, and if it's a person with hairier arms, it'll also pull on the hair, so it can be kind of painful. Again, ensure there is a gap between the AquaGuard adhesive strip and the central line dressing. The sticky part of the AquaGuard should not touch the central line dressing. Before removing the adhesive backing for the tent, which is again at the bottom of this image and below the needleless connectors and the tubing connections, you may need to push the tubing in a little bit further to ensure those connections are completely covered by the AquaGuard. We want to make sure they're covered to prevent any water contamination and decrease the incidence of waterborne bacteria in the central lines. When positioning the tubing, avoid creating kinks in the tubing that may cause the IV pump alarm to activate while the patient is in the shower. You may need to play with it a little bit to get it in an optimum position to ensure there is no kinking. Next, press the tent around the tubing to create a watertight seal. Use heat and pressure from your hands to ensure that the AquaGuard is sticking to the patient well. You may reinforce the AquaGuard. To reinforce, you may use blue tape, which is ideal for Hickmans and ports or any central line that's on a flat surface of the body. Or you could use the self-adherent bandage or Coban, which is ideal for PICC lines, and you wrap it around the patient's arm, similar to the image that you see in the center of the slide. From top to bottom, covering the whole AquaGuard, and again asking the patient to bend their elbow while you're wrapping them to avoid immobilizing the joint and ensuring they maintain range of motion in the shower so that they can still wash their hair and clean their body, and also making sure you're not wrapping too tight, that they still have good circulation, and you're not creating any bruises or skin irritation from the wrapping. For saran wrap is porous and water can seep through it, which is why we switched from saran wrap to the AquaGuard. So the saran wrap could potentially be used to reinforce the AquaGuard, but it really should be seen as a last resort if Coban is not available. To remove the AquaGuard, use adhesive remover to avoid damaging the patient's skin. The AquaGuard does its job really well and can be very sticky, and we have noticed that it can create skin irritation as well as bruising on the patient's skin if removed too harshly. Also consider trimming arm hair to avoid waxing the patient and creating open skin. Lastly, remember to use the Sage 2% CHG wipes to clean under the AquaGuard when the patient is done with their shower. If you have any questions, please reach out to Erica Dickey or Jennifer Peterson. We're your clinical practice education specialists, and our emails are below.